Hey guys, and welcome to our review of Boruto, Naruto Next Generations. I'm your host, the Cinder Blaze, and with me today we have...
Strange words.
And Makotoa.
Alright, let's jump into this one. This was the Mitsuki Gaiden episode, as I would like to call it. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Because it was one of the last stories that...
Kishimoto.
Oh my gosh, Kishimoto wrote for the Boruto series. And since I already read the manga for this one, this episode felt really slow to me, and I didn't enjoy it as much as people who haven't read the manga for this would have. How did you guys feel about this?
Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like it was animated pretty dang well for just something that's already been covered by the manga. So
that was
I enjoyed that aspect of it, but having already known what was going to happen, all right, I guess I'll just see how they animated it. And Sage Mode Mitsuki was pretty good looking.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that was literally the highlight of this episode. And
I mean,
it feels kind of OP though. The dude's 11 and he has Sage Mode already.
Yeah, especially he just snatched stuff right out of Orochimaru's hands. It's all good.
Oh no, here's the thing. You gotta have everyone in Team 7's gonna be OP. You got Salad. No, Sarah with the Sharingan. You have Boruto with Mystery Eyes. So Mitsuki's gotta have his own thing. So he's got.
Well, Sasuke had Mystery Eyes back in the original series.
Okay, he eventually got Mystery Eyes, but
Yeah. I would say, because I'm the only one here who didn't read that in the manga, I just kind of watched the episode and got to see it for myself. That definitely helped with the enjoyment of this, because it was all new. And, I mean, you could have guessed that, oh yeah, he's an experiment by Orochimaru, but the twist being, oh yeah, this is him trying to create some kind of homunculus breed, and there's been mistakes that didn't quite make it. And now he's the next one in line, so there's more than one Mitsuki. I thought that was an interesting twist. Like you said, the animation was incredible, especially for a Boruto episode, and especially because of the fact that it was created or produced by Kishimoto himself. It felt starkly in contrast to a typical Boruto episode. And I know you said that the pacing didn't felt slow, but honestly, comparatively to a Boruto arc or something like that, this felt incredibly fast. If this was paced the way a Boruto episode normally would be, it would have at least taken 2 episodes to get through all this, honestly. It felt like it was going quite fast when it was supposed to be the discovery of pretty much Mitsuki's origin and kind of his backstory. All summed up into one episode, really. Boruto would never have let that happen. They want to stretch things as much as they can. So I was very surprised that this actually summed up all in one ep. But
yeah. Honestly, if they took 2 episodes for this arc, people would have done a small riot.
I'm glad they didn't, because it's high quality stuff, and it did remind me of Naruto. It had that heart to it that Naruto had, and that makes sense because it was Kishimoto's original handicraft, and I hope Boruto can glean more of that as it goes by. But it was just it felt really nice to watch this episode, just even to get some nostalgia factor, from the way Kishimoto sort of directs an episode regarding it did feel like it was another one of those tragic backstory Kishimoto Genin characters,
But Mitsuki's backstory isn't too tragic. It's kind of, even though it does concern Orochimaru creating artificial life, it felt kind of nice because he wasn't trying to get just the genetic form of a human, right? He wanted to get an actual, like a human being, like full of soul and like actually like, doing, like having like that free will, not just like a mindless Zetsu puppet. Like that's not the type of thing he was looking for. And when the like his older brother, so to speak, gave him that like the time capsule thing that showed him like an article like Boruto is like that's the type of like person you should strive to be, and like that being his son, so to speak, and like his obsession, that was kind of like that was a surprisingly like optimistic like feeling from like an Orochimaru based character that I didn't really expect.
Well, I think it makes sense because Orochimaru's like, well, I've done it 5 times or 6 times already. Like, let's see, or it was either 5 or 6. Like, either way, he's done it plenty of times, so he's probably experimented with other sorts of stimulus inside the box. It's like, oh yeah, what's inside the box? Ah yeah, it's a corpse of one of your failed ones. Let's see how that goes. Like I assume he's gone through a few routes. Like, what if I encourage him for once?
I guess this could definitely make way for like more conflict for Mitsuki in the future, where like maybe there's a really really rogue one that comes to try and kill him. But
or like one just blends in, or maybe like Mitsuki brings his like younger sibling, because that would be interesting. Yeah. One thing I would also like to see, like, just from like Mitsuki in general, is more interactions between like him and like the Orochimaru crew. I mean, when him and Sarada were kind of like talking to each other in like the beginning of the episode, I kind of want them to like have a more developed bond, aside from just like both being related to Boruto in their own individual relationships, because they both have Orochimaru in common in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like Mitsuki because he's just his parent, and like Sarada because he's
that would be incredible to have Sarada like find out about what Orochimaru wanted with Sasuke, her father. Like, oh man, that could cause some like interesting conflict or whatever between some teammates here, but we'll see, right?
I mean, if she could just like watch the things he did to Sasuke during the tuning exams. Oh man, that would be enough to mess up anyone.
I don't know. It just felt like this episode had a lot of heart, and it went deeper. It kind of gets a little existential at points, and that's kind of how I think Kishimoto does things from time to time. Is it's like, it's going to be his life where he has to make his own decision, and then the whole thing about playing God, and Orochimaru is like, I'm just using the tools that I was given, so technically I'm not. But
oh yeah, there's also a thing about his name where in the beginning, I think he was told that his name meant like snake and like vessel. Yeah. And then he goes out and sees a giant ass moon, which could also be the definition of his name. I was like, oh yeah, so he's the moon, and now he's gonna go find his son.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's great.
Yeah. So, like, that was like a little like nice thing to have with Mitsuki, and like right before they actually like start the whole Team 7 stuff, because we haven't gotten too much of him. I mean, I love his interactions with Boruto, but we wanted a little bit of just him, and I felt like this was like the best way to have it. Like, we could have had like a stupid filler arc with him just like helping an old lady or something.
No,
but no, let's just do this now.
This is good.
Yeah. Any final thoughts?
No, not really. It was something that I already experienced. I'm just like, no surprises.
Yes. I mean, one of the biggest surprises was the animation quality, because man, that went. I felt like we went back to some of the not like Naruto regular, even before Shippuden, with some of that. I don't know.
Dude, Nine-Tailed Fox Naruto.
Yeah, that's
the OG Nine-Tailed Fox.
It was good stuff, and I mean, I remember when we were watching it, Alex, you were like, See, this is what makes all that garbage animation that we go through worth it, is when they have these episodes.
Yeah, but Boruto's been doing it a bit more consistently, though. Like, they do, like, in every episode, they have, like, a lot of, like, the budget animation, and then they have, like, at least, like, 30 seconds of, like, really good animation for us, like, in almost every episode. So,
yeah,
they're a bit more aware of, like, their reputation of having, like, the stupid animation. So they're just, like, they're giving us snippets, but this one was like, ooh.
I definitely feel like they've done a better job of balancing it than like, before Shippuden died off, like, because that was atrocious.
Yeah, people just, like, drowned in filler, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of people just started reading the manga, and after that they lost a lot of interest in the anime. Oh well. So I think that wraps things up for us, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, that's it for us. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the everything under the video. There's probably like social media links. There's a Discord thing. There might be other junk in there. Go check. All right. That's it from us. Catch you later.
Also, sorry it was so late. We just been having some issues with getting everything organized, and also internet connection problems. But
yeah.
good night.